best team in the NFC North. Jordan Love has tossed for 4 touchdowns to no interceptions through the first 2 weeks of play. Head coach Matt LaFleur said a healthy Love makes a night and day difference for the offense.
Even the third down late in the game where he hit Tucker off schedule, it was another good example of him extending a play using his legs.
Green Bay hits the road this weekend to take on the Browns. Pre-game coverage gets underway at 10 a.m. on 95.3 WBEV. The Brewers' magic number is down to 8, meaning they need 8 combined victories and Cubs losses to take the NL Central crown. Milwaukee welcomes the Angels to town starting tonight. Freddie Peralta is tabbed as the probable starter. Pre-game coverage begins at 6:05 p.m. on 95.3 WBEV. That is your Daily Dodge Sports Center on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam.
Keep up to date with all the latest going on in high school athletics across the region by heading to the sports tab at dailydodge.com. Local scores, interviews, and more.
Stock up and save on the toughest filters in the business during Wix Filters sale days at your local Auto Value Parts store. Not only will you get the best deal of the season on our very best filters, but you'll also find deep discounts on oil, fluids, grease, batteries, and more. Upgrade your filters during Wix Filters sale days at your local Auto Value Parts store. See store for official sale dates. Auto Value. We've got the parts. We've got the smarts.
Hey, it's Brad Nortman from KBN. You're listening to 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, WBEVAM, Beaver Dam, Dodge County, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Oh! He wanted to be done. Who do you think you are? I am!
The Damn Sports Show turns 1-year-old today, and it's come with no shortage of highlight moments.
So if it's not true at this point, I might just have to quit.
McKenna Nelson is your 2024 WIA Division I Girls Champion.
Corey and Wally dive into your favorite sports teams.
Micah Parsons turns the Packers from a playoff team into a Super Bowl contender immediately.
But they also have their fair share of shenanigans.
Let's throw banana parties and celebrate. Everybody's happy.
Have a fun banana party.
Great callback. Great callback. Great callback.
After 365 days, here are these heroes. Really? Heroes?
Just proving the hero that I am. Just in the nick of time to be tortured for all of your enjoyments at home.
All right, here are these heroes now. Here's to another year of the Damn Sports Show on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, Daily Dodge TV, and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Enjoy the day, Corey and Wally.
Great callback. All right, thank you, Mr. Big Voice Kevin. Happy Tuesday, everybody. And it's not just any Tuesday. It's September 16th of 2025, meaning a year ago today, the Damn Sports Show on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam on Daily Dodge TV. And for the last few months, the ESPN Wisconsin app was born. Happy 1-year anniversary to you, sir.
Happy 1-year anniversary to you, too. I know that we have got to get our thank yous out of the way first because this isn't possible without dozens of people's help. So I'll let you get started with that.
I've got the ones that I've remembered, and I'm hoping I didn't forget anybody, but literally just jump in afterwards if I did. Jake Hayes made that amazing intro. Kevin Arnold of our ESPN Cleveland team voiced that. Frank Monroe has been voicing our liners and our intros since day one. Jack Wilsky is our amazing producer. Aiden Voigt is the other half of our star-studded producing crew. Wade Bates is our sports director over here at 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. Sherry Sackett, of course, our general manager, the reason all this happens. Kale Zomer, our wonderful content manager. Gabe Neitzel, Jason Wilde, Hunter Vaughn. I'm trying to think of any other person who we've ever had as a scheduled call-in. Greg Matzik, any of our teammates around Good Karma Brands who have supported this show. It was a year ago today that I remember we're like, okay, the show's relatively new. We were actually fighting through some tech issues. We were not on the air for about the first 90 seconds. But then all of a sudden I looked down at the stream and 50 people were watching. And that's because everyone, I'm pretty sure, in Good Karma had us on their screens. So thank you to everybody in this company, all of our amazing teammates. I'm very scared I'm missing somebody. But thank you to anyone who's associated with the Damn Sports Show or who has helped us in any way.
And then I think we also have to say big thank you to the Beaver Dam, everything that, whether it be the coaches, the athletes, whether it be Ryan Gerber, for making it so that we can go and cover these games. These kids willing to give up 30 minutes of their days, sometimes during spring break and things like that, to come on here and talk with us, and so that we can paint the picture of what is this town and what makes that school and the athletics over there as special as it is. So huge thank you to you too, Corey. I don't think enough people understand how hard you work to make this happen. So it's been an awesome first year. I'm excited for more, but I guess last thing too, thanks to our families and everybody that's
absolutely
pushed us and helped us get to this point, because man, this was a long time coming, and it feels special to be here.
Yeah, I remember like before the show started, I actually had to keep we'll tell this on the air, I guess. Wally didn't know exactly what was happening before it did. Like, he knew he was going to have an on-air role here, and in our roles, you have an emphasis, and Wally was pretty interested in content, as was I. But for the first month or two, until the show was officially cleared and it went through all these gates and we got past all these hoops, it had to get to a certain level before we were allowed to even tell Wally what was happening, because we didn't want to be like, hey, here's this show you're doing. Just kidding. No, you're not. That's not a great first impression, right? So there was this quiet secret around the office before, a few weeks before the show actually started, where Wally didn't even know the show was happening. So it's fun to think back on that. But yeah, thank you to this Beaver Dam community. Any athlete or coach or administrator who has come in and taken time out of their very busy schedules to jump on and talk on a show that didn't exist a year ago, and to invest your time in us, your efforts in us, your support. We hear great feedback all the time from coaches, like head coach Tim Ladrin, to name one of them. He's like, whenever I'm mowing the grass on Saturday or Sunday, I just play your episodes back. And that means a ton to us. And yeah, thank you to our families for supporting us and getting to this point. I feel like we forgot someone.
There's got to be somebody out there.
Anyone who's ever helped, thank you. You're in that bucket too. Yeah.
I mean, it's a special day. I'm sure we are forgetting somebody, but I'm sure they understand. I guess we'll
thank you to you, Wally.
Well, thank you. A lot of thank yous. It's turning into like an Emmys or Grammys right now, where we just get to turn around.
Clap around.
Yeah, everybody just all shut up now. But it's been a special year, and that's why we're struggling to find the words for it, because it's meant the world to us to have everybody, all of your support at home. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Amen to that. And as we did on day 1, we will do on day 366 now, starting a new year. We're going to review, we're your place, right, for your Packers news, your Badgers, your Brewers, your Bucks, and most importantly, out of all of those, Beaver Dam Golden Beaver athletics. We really pride ourselves on covering local sports here, and hopefully a lot of you, whether you're on the field or on the sidelines, you're a parent, a coach, a friend, you feel like a celebrity, because that's one of our main missions here, is to highlight everybody here. But we are going to start out with Packers talk in a moment. Is it too early to make Jordan Love MVP claims? And I threw a poll out there. Half of you, out of the 3 options, it was yes, no, and this is week 2, shut up, said the third one. So fair enough, your voice has been heard. But we are going to talk about that in a moment. We do have some audio from around ESPN Wisconsin touching on that topic. We'll give our takes on that as well. Do the Badgers need Billy Edwards Jr. this weekend in what I'm going to declare, and I think a lot of people would too, is a must-win? We will talk about that. And then here's where it gets a little different. The back end of the show, so from 4:30 to 5, we'll be talking to Kendall Fakes, who just committed to the University of South Carolina to play softball there. He's going to be in the SEC. Super cool stuff. If you're on Daily Dodge TV, the digital stream will actually end, and you'll go over to videos, and then immediately at 4:30, it'll start airing, and you'll be able to hit the Kendall Fakes full interview talking about her commitment, what she's accomplished at Beaver Dam, what she's looking forward to the next couple of years, crossover season. She's still doing softball late into the summer and then has to ramp up for volleyball. Kendall dedicated nearly a whole half hour to talk to us. So go to the videos tab on the Daily Dodge TV YouTube channel. For ESPN Beaver Dam, don't change a thing. It'll sound like it's still going on. But we wanted to make sure everything lined up so that you were able to take in that interview, either watching it or listening to it. So that is that. All right. I do want to give it a huge thank you. We thanked him to begin, but to Real Sports Cards in Waupun, they've been our main sponsor since the first couple of months this show existed. Tom Kolcheski over there and his entire team, not only are they really knowledgeable and really passionate about what they do, but they really support us, and they treat us like really, really good friends. Like texting each other at 10:30 p.m. during a football game, here's what I think of the jersey color today. friends. So, Tom, we appreciate your friendship if you're listening, and the well wishes on 1 year today. And speaking of that, if you are looking for a one-stop shop for all things sports cards, head on over to Real Sports Cards in Waupun or check out their app. Whether you're into sports cards, Pokemon cards, or anything in between, Real Sports Cards in Waupun and the Real Sports Cards app, they've got you covered. They've got live breaks streaming right on the app, which we're showing you right now on the Daily Dodge TV YouTube channel. Grab the individual cards on the go, be a part of a group, and watch for your favorite players and teams as the packs get open in real time. Go to the Apple or Google Play Store today, look for the orange logo, and take your collection to the next level with Real Sports Cards. They are your local resource for all things sports cards, Pokemon cards, and more. And we begin by opening up the phone lines. 920-887-9595 is our talk and text line. 920-887-9595. You can also go into the live chat on our Daily Dodge TV YouTube channel, where we've got the little confetti in the thumbnail to celebrate today. We want to hear from you on this. But first, we're going to hear from our friends at KBN. Can Jordan Love be the MVP? Here's what they had to say.
And Ben, do you know the MVP odds for the 2025 season according to different places?
How about I just go to Potawatomi Sportsbook? Do you know how to get to that? It's the easiest one in the world.
What do they tell you?
Josh Allen plus 300. Lamar Jackson plus 350. Jordan Love plus 800, third in the MVP odds.
Oh, wow. So what do you say after just 2 games of a healthy Jordan Love, of an offense that is moving, of a team that finally has a good defense to back up this solid offense that we had that was a top 5 offense last year? Oh, Jordan Love is the top MVP candidate in the NFC, which backs up my statement of the Green Bay Packers have the best quarterback in the NFC.
That's 2/3 of Kyle Brust-Nortman. That is Kyle Wallace. Ben Brust started the question there, reading off the Potawatomi Sportsbook and Casino odds, where Jordan Love is third in the MVP odds right now at under plus 1,000. I think they just said plus 800. That is where that sits right now. So super important to note. That's what the odds say. But before that, they were talking about how impressive Jordan Love is. And before we go any further, we have Big Jim on the line. Big Jim, how are you doing? Good to hear from you.
You know, Corey, I'm not hurt that you didn't mention me as far as people that have helped the show. It's fine. You know,
Huge shout out to Big Jim.
Big Jim doesn't live for accolades. You know, I'm all about the team.
The grit.
You know, that's what I'm about. You know, I listen to Kyle, and yeah, he's the best quarterback in the NFC. He goes out and throws 2 interceptions this week, and he's overpaid, and they should trade him. That's Kyle Wallace, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, there we go. Did you mention to Kendall Fakes the thing that Big Jim brought up about Kendall Fakes?
What was that? Wait a minute.
That her name is a complete sentence?
It is. So, okay, it's funny that you say that, because during a softball game, not this season but last season, when both of the Fake sisters were on each corner, Gabby was playing over at first, Kendall was out at third, I said something like there's nothing fake about it, and parents latched onto that. So I've heard the puns with the name, but I never thought of it that way, where it technically is a sentence.
Well, and the thing it made me think about then, too, is your name is a complete sentence.
Corey Spark. But what am I sparking? That's the verb. I guess. So isn't it like subject, verb, object?
It's like the kids lingo in the hip hop, you know? Corey Spark. Yo.
I spark all.
And then the other one, Wade Bates.
Yeah. Oh, I guess so.
Wally, I'm sorry, I can't do anything with you. We can't make Wojciechowski into a sentence.
No, nobody's ever even tried, so I appreciate even the hollow effort there.
You know, and I've come up with my whole thing with the Packers now as I listen to the MVP talk and everything. You and everybody else, and I know this is going to be difficult, but you and everybody else in the Good Karma Nation just has to stop talking about them. Don't talk about them. Don't think about them. Don't look at them. Don't mention that you watched the game at all.
Just let them be.
Otherwise, it's going to jinx them. Because, so you have to, from now until
Toyotathon.
the end of the Super Bowl, you have to completely ignore the Green Bay Packers.
So are you... Wait a minute.
Big Jim will be happy.
You've done play-by-play before. Are you of the belief that if there's a perfect game going on through 6 or 7 innings, you don't mention it, or will you drop it in there at some point?
No, wait a minute. I'm going to Big Jim. Big Jim hasn't done any play-by-play.
I must be getting you confused with someone.
I have a good friend that has.
My bad. Your friend.
And my good friend is always, my good friend always said that there were some. My good friend did a lot of basketball. There's not a whole lot of things.
Okay, I knew that.
In basketball, baseball, no, never mentioned a no-hitter, especially high school baseball, because the parents, you think you're getting free pizza ever again? No way, Jose. It ain't happening.
That's interesting.
I'm just going to sit there the whole season. As much as I enjoy watching the Packers as dominant as they've been in the first 2 weeks, and I heard Chris Canty mention this morning, there's 2 passes to Matthew Golden that they missed. If they hit those, the score maybe reflects how bad they kicked the hell out of the Commanders. If they hit 1 or 2 of those passes, if they start hitting that stuff, it's frightening. I hate to say it, but it's like nothing I've ever seen before. I mean, because this thing with Favre, you always had Favre he was so up and down as far as being the gunslinger, and he would throw the interceptions, and they'd lose games they shouldn't. This is why I have to stop talking about them and stop thinking about them, and I can't watch. And just let me know when the Super Bowl is over, okay?
I will vow to be transactional with it, right? Like, I'll do it on the air, but off the air, as a fan, as a watcher of football, you will never hear me say Jordan Love and MVP in the same sentence. I can compromise with you there.
All right, and I have my new sign-off for you guys. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Take care, be average.
Take care, be average.
That is Big Jim, whose friend has done basketball play-by-play. Thank you very much, Big Jim. We appreciate you. I knew I'd forget. Okay, well, if we're going to do that, thank you to Tyler from Watertown. Thank you to Nihal and anybody else. Sean here in Beaver Dam. Of course, Big Jim, wherever he is doing his ventures. I know he's been in Ashapin and Astico. It was one of those. It definitely wasn't both, but they both start with A. Thank you, Big Jim. So we started that with the audio from Kyle Bruss and Norman, where they simply just read off the odds, right? You can't really debate that. But before that, Kyle was saying that Jordan Love is the best quarterback in the NFC. And I look around and I'm like, all right, Jalen Hurts has a Super Bowl, but he does have those weird games where he has 120 passing yards, runs the ball a lot, a couple of tush pushes in, and if you're a fantasy owner, you're going, nice. If you're someone who is really looking for prestige quarterback play where they have 300-plus passing yards and they're spreading the ball out and they don't ignore A.J. Brown, not so nice, right? So I think there's somewhat of an argument there, but the MVP conversation's interesting because when I heard Jordan Love and MVP get brought up in the same sentence, I would have also at first ticked off in our ESPN BD poll, what the hell are you talking about? It's week 2. At first I would have done that because this team has Micah Parsons, they have Josh Jacobs. If you want to play devil's advocate, there's a real argument that those guys are more impactful than Love. But then I remembered, what's the MVP criteria the last 12 years since Adrian Peterson won it in 2012? It's quarterbacks. All right, we're down to 32 players now. Okay, well, Jordan Love has to put up some good seasons. He has put up some good seasons in the last couple of years. But what factors else into this formula? And I found it. Over the last 12 years, the MVP of the National Football League has been a quarterback on a team that not only won their division, which the Packers have not in the last 2 years, but they were a top 2 seed in the playoffs. Every single time in the last 12 years, it's been a quarterback of a team who was the top 2 seed in the playoffs. So it's down to 4 teams between the AFC and the NFC. Now let's recontextualize this and look at this year. The Packers are coming in at NFL.com's number 2 team behind the Eagles. I would even argue that's debatable. The Packers, I'm not scared of anybody in the NFC North, and outside of the Eagles, I'm not scared of anybody in the NFL right now, specifically in the NFC, and that's what matters when it comes to getting seedings. Back to Jordan Love possibly winning the MVP, he doesn't need to literally be the most valuable player. He needs to play clean football for a 13-14 win team, stay healthy the whole year, use his new weapons, including Matthew Golden, who's been open a lot. Who the hell is beating this team in the NFC North right now? Nobody. The Lions are the only formidable opponent. The Packers demolished them. The Vikings have looked awful for 7 of the 8 quarters they've played, and the Bears have a ton of figuring out to do. This is like probable, not even possible. Jordan Love, if everything goes to plan for the Packers, I know it's been 2 weeks, if they're this 13-14 win team that we think they're going to be, automatically it's down to 4 quarterbacks, and he's one of them.
He would be one of them. But in this world that you are saying it is one of these 4 guys, this isn't fair, but it's the reality. The 3 other people you're talking about are likely going to be Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, or Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And whether it's fair or not, those guys are going to be rewarded because right now what the Packers have defensively is I mean, we've been throwing, whether it's fair or not, the names like the 2002 Bucks, the 2000 Ravens, talking about generational defenses that we saw 2 years in a row with Love. There's been stretches of plays where he hasn't played well. Defense, large questions. Now I feel like you're almost going to have it used the other way, where it's look at how great his defense is. Josh Allen's throwing the Keon Coleman, and they don't have a good defense. True. Lamar Jackson's throwing to DeAndre Hopkins, who's like 58 years old now.
Yeah.
So like you're going to always have, or Patrick Mahomes, they overcame a terrible start, no weapons whatsoever to look around. So while I like what you're doing, because I was more one of those people of, this isn't going to happen. There's no chance this happens.
He could fit the criteria very quickly, and he hasn't. They haven't been a top 2 seed. They've been the 7th seed the last 2 years. So he's been ruled out right away.
Yeah, but because then look at guys like Joe Burrow last year. Joe Burrow, the numbers were MVP good.
But they didn't win enough.
They didn't win enough. And whether it's fair or not, this is a quarterback award. They need to have almost like a separate MVP that's given to like
most valuable non-quarterback.
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
Because if you're talking genuinely, just call it what it is.
That
most valuable. Yes.
Yeah.
And you call it the MVP. It's the most valuable quarterback. The most valuable player on the Green Bay Packers plays on the other side of the ball, and I think that every person in Wisconsin would even agree with that right now. It's just a testament to what this award has become.
You're hypothetical, though, if we're hoping that, like, okay, if it ends up being Patrick Mahomes in there or something, that's where you kind of have to root, right, and go, okay, maybe the Chargers will win that division instead. The Chiefs are 0-2. But then Justin Herbert is going to be in that conversation, and now you have that storyline. New guy on the block, doesn't have a whole lot of people to throw to. Quentin Johnston seems to be starting to figure it out. He's got Ladd McConkey. And then we have the ghost of Keenan Allen out there, who's actually looked really good the first couple of weeks. But Jordan Love would be in the running. He'd be one of those 4 names. He's going to have to play really good football. But if he continues this before Toyotathon, and then he ramps up like he usually does in like week 9 or 10, I think we're in for a better chance at what Kyle Bruston Nortman, weekdays from 2 to 4 on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, brought up. I think there is a better chance of that than we're originally thinking. Because I think everyone's knee-jerk reaction is, what are you talking about? It's been 2 weeks. But all the Packers have to do is win a ton of football games. You just said it. Joe Burrow threw for 40-something odd touchdowns last year. It did not matter.
No,
they were 9-8.
The only thing that can hurt him right now is what we've seen in the first 2 weeks is that the team is so good as a collective that he's really playing football for 2.5, 3 quarters.
Yeah.
He's not asked to do anything in the fourth quarter when you're up 2-3 scores. And he's doing this against the top dogs in the NFC. So if you go out there and you go 15-2, you're going to make it a lot harder on the voters to keep it away from someone like that. But we know how this award is. Right now, my money's not going to Jordan Love. I know plus 800, they're even telling you it's very unlikely still. But there's a lot of football to be played, and we'll see. He's
in there, right? Like, everybody has to stay healthy. The Packers defense needs to continue to do what they're doing. And again, I agree. I don't think Jordan Love's the most valuable player on his own team. But you don't have to be. You literally just have to be a quarterback for a top 2 seed, and you're in the running, and it's down to 4. And your other competitors, the other quarterbacks who are the 1 or 2 seed in the AFC or the NFC, they're the ones who show up in the ballots with you. It happens every single year. I think it's absolutely hilarious. Saquon was in the running last year, had one of the best seasons we've ever seen. Very good offensive line, won't deny that, and he still didn't win it. Derrick Henry's season, still didn't win it. Derrick Henry's last few seasons, still didn't win it. So I think Jordan Love's got a shot. Definitely not the front runner, still 3rd, but if you would have told me 2 weeks ago he'd be top 3 and I'd be able to justify it, would have called you nuts. We want to remind you to have a fun evening with family and friends at the Pregnancy Support Center of Dodge County Fall Benefits Gathering. We will see you there on this Saturday, September 20th at 5 p.m. Don't miss the chef-made dinner buffet from 6 until 7. The bar and silent auction closes at 7 o'clock, so make sure you get in before that. There will be a guest speaker in attendance. In addition to the auction, you can also donate a check payable to the Pregnancy Support Center of Dodge County. Go there, see what it's about, Saturday, September 20th at 5 p.m. When we return to the Badgers, need Billy Edwards Jr. to come back to win this Saturday, because this Saturday is a must-win football game against Maryland. That's on the other end of the break. This is the Damn Sports Show on 1430 ESPN and Daily Dodge TV.
It's not enough for a hospital to have expert doctors, innovative medical technology, or the most comfortable waiting rooms. It's not enough to be close by, conveniently around the corner when you need to be treated. The best care comes from people with a calling to heal, to comfort, to connect, and to never stop searching for answers. Because at Watertown Regional Medical Center, That's why we're here.
Are you looking for ways to give back to your local community? Use volunteerwisconsin.org to find opportunities to volunteer your time with organizations making a difference near you. As we celebrate United Ways Month, we're also celebrating you. Visit volunteerwisconsin.org or get in touch with your local United Way or Volunteer Center to find out more about local opportunities to get involved. VolunteerWisconsin.org is hosted by United Way of Wisconsin and Serve Wisconsin. Paid for by United Way of Wisconsin.
Listen to Green Bay football all season long on 95.
Attention sports fans. Whether you're chasing the hottest rookie card, that next big autographed sports card, or looking for expert card services, Real Sports Cards is here for you. For everything from sports to Pokemon cards, visit the store in downtown Waupun today. Go to the Apple Store or Google Play and download the Real Sports Cards app for all live online card breaks. Watch, collect, and win from anywhere. Real Sports Cards, where sports fans come to play.
Systems to keep your home comfortable no matter what Mother Nature throws at you. From chilly mornings to warm afternoons, they've got you covered with precision, care, and expert service. Invest in your comfort today and give JB Mechanical a call online at jbmechllc.com, your proud Trane dealer.
Step into a world so fine, shiny floors that truly shine, tiles and wood you'll adore, get it all at Professional Floor. Showers, blinds, counters too, everything just like brand new. They've got what you're looking for, only here at Professional Floor.
Okay, full disclosure, we still don't sing here, but since I've got the mic, let me drop some knowledge. At Professional Floor Covering, we've got the best brands and styles for every project. Whether you're looking for cabinets, blinds, flooring, or more, we're here to make your home look amazing. Check out our showroom to explore our wide range of luxury vinyl plank flooring. Need a bathroom makeover? We've got custom marble and ceramic showers and countertops to elevate your space. And if you're thinking kitchen upgrade, our cabinet and porcelain tile selection is top notch. Take a look online at proflr.com and stop in to visit us at 713 Park Avenue. Time to hand the mic back.
Your smile says a lot about who you are. Hi, I'm Dr. Adam Forster from Columbus Family Dental. Your smile can warm a room, brighten someone's day, and make you feel unstoppable. At Columbus Family Dental, we're committed to unlocking the confidence that comes from an unforgettable grin. Family dental, orthodontics, implants, and more. We offer everything dental under one roof. Columbus Family Dental is now accepting every kind of smile. Call us today for a free, no-pressure consultation at 623-5559.
Happy one-year anniversary to the Dam Sports Show with Corey and Wally. Here are these heroes. Really? Heroes? Okay. Joining now on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, Daily Dodge TV, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Thank you, Mr. Frank Monroe. Another thank you to our friends as well at Real Sports Cards in Waupun and the Real Sports Cards app.
Yeah, if you're looking for that one-stop shop for all things sports cards, you head on over to Real Sports Cards in Waupun or check out their app. Whether you're into sports cards or Pokemon cards, Real Sports Cards has you covered. With live breaks streaming right on the app, you can grab individual cards on the go, be part of a group, and watch for your favorite players and teams as the packs get opened. Go to the Apple or Google Play Store today, look for the orange logo, and take your collection to the next level with Real Sports Cards, your local resource for all things sports cards, Pokemon cards, and more.
All right, so the Alabama loss wasn't great.
That's a good way to put it.
If you didn't think they were going to win going into it, which I think a lot of people predicted they wouldn't, you were hoping for more of a competitive contest. And the Homer score, Steve the Homer True, weekdays from 5 to 6 on ESPN Beaver Dam. What he likes to do is take out garbage time touchdowns with Packers games. If we did that with the Badgers, they really lost 38-7 and not 38-14. To the Crimson Tide. It's Maryland this week. Don't know if Billy Edwards Jr., the quarterback, is going to be back or not, but what I want to ask you, Wally, is do the Badgers need him to be back if they're going to take this must-win, and I mean must-win, matchup against Maryland this weekend?
I think they can beat Maryland without Billy Edwards Jr., but they need him back, not only in this game, but to build that kind of, chemistry and get a feel for this offense in real game action before conference play really gets going next week. So, yes, you're getting paid $1 million to transfer in. This isn't the days of the amateur athletics where you get to say, hey, you know what, just take your time. If he's healthy enough to play and he can't hurt himself more, then yes, he should be out there. Obviously, if you don't answer yes to that question before, it changes everything.
Right. 920-887-9595. Do the Badgers need Billy Edwards Jr. under center or out of shotgun or out of pistol to win this weekend against Maryland? Pregame coverage is going to start at 9 a.m. on 95.3 WBV. That's your home of the Badgers. At home at Camp Randall against the Terrapins. Similar vein to you, slightly different, but I have if that run game does what it did last week, if that run defense does what it did last week against Alabama and has done through 3 weeks, allowing like 2-point-something odd yards per carry, we're going to be okay without Billy Edwards Jr. I know the Big Ten is 18 teams now. You bring in the West Coast offenses. You bring in the Oregons, the USCs of the world, scoring 70 points a couple of weeks ago, and you get a little more nervous. But for games like this, against Maryland, against Iowa, against Minnesota, that run defense, which I do think is going to be one of the best in the country by the end of the year, is going to bode well. If we don't know for sure by Thursday or Friday that Billy Edwards Jr. is 100% ready to return, and they don't think that he'd be out there at 100 or very, very close, I'd be scared to rush him back because I understand wanting a tune-up before the gauntlet, but I'd rather have him play a couple of series of rough football against Michigan than the alternative, and it doesn't have to be this way, but having Billy Edwards Jr. go down in the third quarter against Maryland, and then we lose him for good. And then it's saddle up, Danny O'Neal, you're back out there. And those opponents, they just got a lot harder.
Oh, and saddle up, it's more like saddle out Luke Fickell at that point, too. Because if Danny O'Neal is the quarterback for the rest of the year, this team ain't winning more than 4 games.
No, I think that's a fair assessment, right? And we saw, especially against Alabama, that you can't really say the book is out on him entirely, but that pick in between a defensive back's numbers was not promising for his stock. A lot of people are very concerned about the idea of going against a Michigan or an Ohio State or an Oregon or a Penn State again with Danny O'Neal making those types of throws. And this team is not in a position on offense right now, especially with the state of the offensive line, to go out there and run the ball 50 times and do it well. The run defense is going to keep them in the game. You need someone back there who can sling it, and I know we saw 13 attempts of it, but we saw Billy Edwards pushing the field a lot more vertically and was very close to locking in with a couple of receivers, Vinny Anthony being one of them, to really hurting Miami of Ohio in week 1. Quick shout out, the Beaver Dam boys soccer team continues conference play against Watertown tonight. Rivalry game, pregame coverage starts at 4:45 p.m. on Daily Dodge TV. Wade Bates and one of our 2 amazing producers, Aiden Voigt, will have you for that one. Aiden on video, Wade on play-by-play. Beaver Dam boys soccer looking for another conference win. We do want to say thank you to all of you who have ever listened, watched, promoted, supported the Damn Sports Show in general. Wally, thank you. Your passion does a ton for this show. Your hard work does it. You're balancing 2 shows. It impresses me every day. But thank you for everything you've contributed to the show, ESPN Beaver Dam, and Beaver Dam in general. This wouldn't be the same without you.
It goes right back to you. This takes a village to do what we do. So thank you, Corey, for your hard work. Thank you, Jack and Aiden.
Thank you, Jack.
Thank you, everybody that's made this possible. I'll shut up now because we got Kendall Fakes coming up.
Yes, so if you're looking to watch the Kendall Fakes interview, this live stream is going to end in about a minute. You're going to go over to the videos tab on Daily Dodge TV's YouTube channel, and it'll be right there, her with the South Carolina Gamecocks logo. On ESPN Beaver Dam, just stay locked in. The rest of the Damn Sports Show coming up next here on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, Daily Dodge TV, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
This is Coach Schultz, athletic